30,000 still streaming in through the gates. And we have a good game in prospect here. Just to remind New Zealand, an absolute thriller it was, but at one point the Australians looked absolutely...
And you've been struggling a bit at the...
Hopefully it's not too serious, but I think the main problem stems back to the hernia problem he had earlier in the season.
You made a couple of changes to the batting order in Adelaide. Is this something we're going to see regularly or not necessarily?
Well, it's quite interesting to get the definitive one and find out exactly what happened to him in just a few moments.
The ground over the scoreboard. Good seeing day for the batsmen and a vital match for both teams. This is probably the key game early on. Somebody's going to get a break here this afternoon with 2 points, and both teams will be very keen to go to the top of the table. And good afternoon, Tony Gregg.
Afternoon, Bill, and welcome to all of you watching our telecast. It's a lovely day. You can see blue sky here in Melbourne. There was a little drizzle this morning, but it's turned out to be a nice day. A little bit of a breeze around, so it'll keep it nice and cool. And the players out there now ready to fire. Paul Rifle back into the lineup. One of the more experienced bowlers. He's a Victorian, lives in these parts, and he's in this lineup today. And of course, he's going to be bowling to Gary Kirsten first up. Gary Kirsten, very good all-round sportsman. They tell me that he was out on the Victoria Golf Course yesterday and shot a 78. So, like his brother Peter, who is down in South Africa, also played for South Africa. Good all-round sportsman, and he'll have cricket on his mind today. He'll want to get South Africa off to a good start. Rifle, on the other hand, will want to get rid of a few quickly.
Ball call, tremendous atmosphere, and just for our Melbourne viewers, there's plenty of room here at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. There's only about 30,000 at the moment. The ground holds comfortably around about 80,000 for a cricket match, so there's plenty of room if you're thinking of coming down this afternoon. It's going to be a beautiful evening. Bring a jacket, it'll be quite, reasonably cool, around about 20 degrees this evening. But ideal for cricket. Really is a beautiful afternoon as Rifle comes in from the members' end. Well, there it is. It's going to the outside jet. The Jets got first and gone. Listen to the roar of the Victorians.
Well, that's a big wicket. Kirsten, I think, just closing the face a little bit, but let's give some credit to the bowler. I think that may just have moved away a little bit. He was closing the face, it hit the edge and then went flying in the direction. See if we can pick it up here. Yes, just a little movement there. Closed the face and taken easily. What a start. And look at the reaction, not only of the crowd, out of their seats already, but the players, I think, realise how important this wicket is. So Gary Kirsten, out for a duck in the first over. It's 1 for 1.
Lance Klusener has an excellent strike rate of 90.5. He's got the job to do here. South Africa 1 for 1 after 2 deliveries. The first being a no ball. Rifle finds the middle of the bat. Rifle does bowl well to left-handers. He just get the ball to hit the seam and go towards slip. The one that picked up Kirsten, I think he played it a fraction too early, opened the face, and went straight to Shane Warne. Caught it easily. It's a good shot. That could well be the first boundary of the outfield, just a fraction slow. And it just makes it. So that's what South Africa needed. Slashed at that. That's the way to go. Get plenty of bat.
Yes, he did. Certainly flayed away that one outside off stump, and did seem a little bit slow. And, I think really got plenty of bat on that one. Slow down around about here.
Nice shot. Forward a square leg. Tom Moody comes around from backward square leg position. Got a good strong arm. We need it here at the MCG. It's a big throw.
He's hit very straight on that occasion and hit well. It's like pitching on the green at Victoria Golf Club. And go far. That's cleared mid-on, and that one has got plenty behind it. South Africans starting to break out now and look for the boundary. That's very much the way Lance Klusener plays. Once again, the fine leg is up. Bickle operating, Michael Bevan in that position. As Klusener uses quite a heavy bat, and his preference is to just swing it straight through and hit high and hard, pretty well straight down the ground. Shane Warne out of the slips now and into the short mid-wicket area. Now this, he's made use of that area down at fine leg with the man up. Short pitch delivery, and he guided it nicely. It's 1 for 33 after 8. Well, that's thumped. It's not pretty with Lance Klusener, but it's pretty effective. Gone, caught behind. Klusener trying to swing Moody over mid-wicket, has succeeded in just edging it to Adam Gilchrist.
There's no better example of the bounce we were talking about, able to be generated by Moody than that, because it flew through to Adam Gilchrist. Took the batsman, I reckon, a bit by surprise. It's gone past him at waist height, and Gilchrist then has taken it relatively high. That's good bowling from Moody, second breakthrough. 2 for 36.
Well, Hansi Cronje, the skipper, has decided if you want the job done, do it yourself. It's partly been brought about because Daryl Cullinan is out of the side today with an injured knee. Cronje moving up to the number 4 slot. And he's got a bit of work to do with South Africa at 2 for 36. Well, Tom Moody has very quickly worked out that Lance Klusener doesn't play the pull shot very much. It's more of a heave. That's exactly how he tried to play Tom Moody when he pitched in just short of a length. Going to be safe. Chance. Oh, lovely piece of work, but I think Herschel Gibbs might have just got there.
I think he's just made it by very much. Just seemed to me that he slowed up fractionally towards the end, perhaps because he was confident of getting there. It was a very good throw, and he may well be on his way back. I think it is a brilliant piece of work from Harvey. Yes, he veers away to the right there, no reason why he should do so. But he slightly got the wicket-keeper in his eye, and it's good night, I'm afraid.
Hansi Cronje hit that very, very firmly, so it got to Ian Harvey quickly. He had time to set himself aim, and his aim was perfect. Gibbs is gone. It's 3 for 40. Jacques Kallis, who opened in the first couple of games for South Africa, not so much a demotion because it's just it's been brought on the South Africans by a change in the side. Cullinan out injured, so that meant that Gibbs came in to open, and pushed Cullis down the order.
Oh, there's a mix-up. In goes the throw. This is going to be out. Oh, what a dreadful mix-up. Cronje wanted to. He was halfway down the pitch and his partner, Jacques Cullis, said no. And, well, he just didn't have time to get back. What a disaster this is.
Playing on big grounds with big crowds in Australia, you must have good eye contact with your partner. You really must. We've seen this at all the venues so far. No communication running between the wickets. Now look, Cullis is not even considering what Cronje is up to, and that's why Hansi's left high and dry, and well and truly high and dry. That's a big wicket for Australia, and any chance now South Africa had for a brief flurry at the start is well and truly gone. They're going to have to rethink big time. 4 for 44.
Out there. Good strike rate he's got, and an average over 30 as well, so he's done well in one-day cricket. What a bounce there. Yes, you can never underestimate the speed of Michael Bevan. He came swooping in from the deep and picked the right end as well. The interesting thing about this is that Cullis actually did come just a little bit. Watch Cullis at the left of picture. He comes two strides and then says no, and of course he's in the middle of the picture. Look at Bevan. Really, that was wonderful fielding.
It's well struck out too long off the rifle. Oh, and they're slow between the wickets. They're struggling again. Dear, oh dear. Cullis waited and waited, and in the end almost put himself in danger. That's a good straight hit, well played. The outfield slow. First boundary for 14 overs. Much needed one.
Not much doubt that Jonty Rhodes picked that one very early. There was no hesitation. You watch, once he makes up his mind what he's doing, he's not fooled at all by the slower ball from Harvey. He's seen it early and made up his mind what he's going to do with it.
Tommy drive square, beautiful shot. The outfield is slow. I'm happy with two.
I think that may be an indication of how much easier it is, one, in daylight, and two, when the ball is still fairly new, that it's easier to pick up the slow ball.
And buffing the one over there of Harvey's, it's been a slow haul. Over the top. Happy with two again. A bit nervous in their running. 2 run-outs.
As Jonty Rhodes is much the more fluent of these two batsmen at the moment. He's seeing the ball well, he's seeing it early, and he's going after the bowling. He's not getting much assistance from down the other end.
Good shot again. The outfit is very, very slow. Rained for about 2 hours this morning. Hence the outfield a little bit slow.
I think it's more than the rain, Bill. The grass is very long. It was interesting. Adam Barker said to me, watch this, and he rolled a ball across the infield part. The ball wobbled all over the place. That's how long the grass is.
It's in the air, and it could be out. No, it's just in there. Rifle getting back. Harvey was the bowler. 4 for 80. It's gone for this one. Looks up to the outfield, well protected out there. He's got 4 out at the moment, Warren. 2 on the on, 2 on the off in the deep.
That's brilliant running.
And
And the brilliant part of the running comes from the non-striker, because he's always going to be running to the danger end. In fact, he runs so quickly, the fieldsman thinks about the other end. And in the end, finds neither. Excellent running by Jonty Rhodes in particular.
And 2 more. So this is a very healthy partnership between Cullis and Rhodes, and it's 4 for 102. That's nicely placed. The outfield's quite slow, and Moody has the chance to get around there. And he has a good throwing arm, but I would think they could have got through for an extra one on the arm there. 4 for 104. Beautifully done. It's very well bowled. Mark Waugh saw him coming. Pushed it in just a bit shorter. Didn't spin. And he's not even bothering to wait for the third umpire.
Some very clever spin bowling going on here. And Jacques Kallis is tempted to stay, but I don't think he should bother. He's beaten here by slick hands from Adam Gilchrist, and some clever bowling from the off-spinner Mark Waugh. He can wait all he likes, but not for long. There's the red lights, and valuable partnership comes to an end. Timely breakthrough for the Australians. Kallis goes. Beautifully bowled. He saw him coming, just dropped a little bit shorter, a bit quicker, couldn't get back in time. Good work from Adam Gilchrist. The Kallis goes, and it's 5 for 105.
South Africa are 5 down, but they've got plenty of batting to come. One of them is Sean Pollock, who's just marking his block out there in the centre. Good all-round cricketer. 5 for 105 at the moment. Mark Waugh out-thought Kallis, had him stumped.
A bit flat, it did turn a wee bit and it did bounce. It's a very good shot. And well run. So Jonty Rhodes knows what the task is.
Oh dear. Oh, that's a definite video request.
There's double play here. Tell you what, he could have gone to either end here, the fielder. Andy Bickle. Now, my word, has Jonty beaten him home? I'm not sure. He's so quick, Jonty Rhodes. He really is. Other players wouldn't have got within Kui. Now, that's a good angle. And I'm afraid, Jonty, you're gone. Just like Herschel Gibbs earlier. You're short by about the same margin. The Jonty one assumes would call a run, so he's the one at fault. Now, they could have got him at the other end too. Possibility of a double play. And when they look back on today's proceedings, South Africa, running between the wickets will not be something they fondly talk about. And Jonty Rhodes, who's as quick as a flash, is not quick enough.
Just that little hesitation by Pollock, I suspect, has stopped Rhodes in his tracks. And only for a fraction of a second, half a stride, and it's made all the difference. You're going, go straight away. As it was, Rhodes was going. Pollock hesitated, and there would have been just a fraction there. It's just stopped him by a few centimetres. Oh, another run out. What's going on out there? It's 6 for 125. New batsman is Brian McMillan. Coming out, well, perhaps not at a moment of crisis, but approaching one.
Well, that's a short delivery, and it's been paddled away down towards square leg, and almost a collision with the ball on the ground. And he's gone for that one and got him. Well, in the air, and that's the first Big hit by Pollock, trying to really break the shackles here. And he's hit that one to Moody, who's got huge hands. He came in a few yards, caught it about a foot off the ground, actually, but never looked as if he was going to drop it.
It was very well taken by Tom Moody. He judged it well, but the wind just dropping the ball, so he had to get down on his knees, grab it close to the ground. That was very well taken. Mark Waugh gets his second victim. Sean Pollock is gone, and South Africa have lost their seventh wicket with the score at 140.
So Dave Richardson's the new batsman. We're expecting Simcox to come in, but Richardson, who has a strike rate there of 66.2 and an average of just under 20. Bottom edge on that one, so back for 2. Once again, the throw right alongside the bails. Should really be looking for 2 here. Back he comes, in comes the throw. Oh, again, good job wasn't straight.
That's the little bit of width Bill Laurie is talking about that which the South Africans have seen very little today.
Well struck. It's into the gap. The outfit is very, very slow. Oh, there's a run out again, surely. Harville hit him. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's gone again. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. That's 4. Oh, well, the wheels are falling off. The pressure's been applied. And probably the slow outfield not helping, but that's a disastrous end from McMillan. It was always on. They didn't know what they were doing. They're running up and down the one spot.
The only reason I'm not saying anything is I can hardly believe it. It's gone out there. I assume that McMillan reckoned it was going to go for 4. He's just ambling back here. And he has said no, but it hasn't mattered very much. Eight for 161.
That's Simcox getting a bit of a rib up from the big crowd. Looking for the wide call there, that's Simcox, but it's not going to get one. So after 50 overs, South Africa, after winning the toss, 8 for 107. You'd have to say a very disciplined performance by the Australian bowlers. The fielding was A1. They caught well, they threw superbly. Stephen Waugh would be very happy with that performance after 50 overs. South Africa 8.
Century maker from the weekend. Mark Waugh playing beautifully in Adelaide. And he's at the non-striker's end. 11 centuries now for Mark Waugh. At this level, Sean Pollock is the man they'll be facing. Sean Pollock, who bowls well to the left-handers. Tony Gregg with me in the commentary position. South Africa are going to have to bowl and field extremely well to win this.
They certainly are, and I think a lot depends on how Australia bat early on. Now, this is a dangerous lineup. Divenuto is an aggressive player. Mark Waugh is in good form, as you've mentioned. They've got so many good players at the top order there. I think in order to win this one, South Africa really are going to have to either keep them very quiet or get some wickets early on. If they do that, then they may just be able to create a bit of panic. But if Divenuto in your picture now gets going and Mark Waugh carries on the way he's been playing the last 2 matches, Sydney and then over in Adelaide, well, then they have got problems.
2 slips for Sean Pollock. And immediately, Divenuto off the mark. It's slow in the outfield, but not that slow.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. I think Mark Waugh saw the fine leg at around about 45 and he decided to clip it nice and fine. And because Pollock's got a little bit of pace, this one's gone really has gone screaming away to the fence.
Well, that's a good shot. So 2 boundaries in the first 2 overs for Australia. South Africa only hit 4 in 50.
Oh, a classy shot, this one. This is why this guy's been picked in this Australian one-day side. He's very aggressive and loves the short ball. Doesn't matter whether it's outside off stump or indeed on the stumps. Plays that full shot well. This one used the pace of the ball as well. It was shorter right, and he whipped it away on the onside.
Well, there it goes again. Sean Pollock, and he's around, so the field placing has worked for Hansi Cronje. It's the man that he moved, Sean Pollock, and he's taken the catch.
Yes, well, he had a little chat to him and then went back and bowled him the bouncer. Pollock moved around. He obviously loves playing this shot. Just watch this. Short it was. They obviously teed him up for this one. Didn't quite get onto it. Pollock's moving to his right there fast. He's very quick. No trouble at all. So, the South Africans have struck. That's what they needed. They needed a wicket nice and quickly. And they've got that. And you can see they're pretty happy about it as well. So, 1 down for 11.
Well, we've had the question answered. Steve Waugh is the number 3. End of a good over. Steve Waugh will get there. That's well run. 1 for 12. Waugh beaten again. A big shout. Klusner thinks he's got him, and he's right.
Well, this is a good start for the South Africans. They needed this. Stephen Waugh's been playing and missing once or twice. That's a good ball too. That's right in the slot, right in that area when you first come in. Not easy to play. Let's see if there's any movement here. Well, just a little nick on that one. Through to the keeper. Up they all go, and up goes the finger as well. So Klusner strikes again. Richardson taking the catch there. Well, this may still turn out to be an interesting game of cricket. The captain of Australia off the ground, having registered a duck.
Johnny can't save that one. Chase for Jonty.
Good shot. That's where his strength is. That's a genuine pull shot from Ponting. Beautifully played.
It was worth a go by the bowler because it wasn't all that short. It wasn't one that's going to fly up above the shoulder and therefore be called a no ball. But oh, it was well played.
That's a great shot. What a wonderful over it's been for Ponting. This won't go. They run at least 3. 8 runs off the over. Beautifully played off the back foot. It's 2 for 36. It's in the air. It will be safe. Taking him on, he's cleared the square leg. Gary Kirsten, but 2 more to Ricky Ponting. That's his strength. They need to keep the ball up, the South Africans. He's man out there, he's gone, surely. Kirsten's got him. Well, that's early spelling, really. They put a man down, and you go again. And Ponting would be disappointed, so he should be.
Well, I can score 0 there because I hadn't taken into account the batsman would possibly play a stroke of that kind straight down the throat of the man at square leg. Once he'd had a good long look to where he was, he's just eased it around. Kirsten's hardly had to move. I've marked that down as number 1 for thinking. And 3 down now. A little bit of a game on our hands here. 38 on the board.
Michael Bevan comes to the crease, and what a match. 3 for 38.
That's 4. Oh, good performance. How did he get to that?
Got there, I think, because the outfield's a bit slow and they're desperate. And they realise if they can keep it tight, even that was a fairly good shot, I guess, but he also off an edge over the top. Big man, big save.
That's a good shot. He's beaten the field this time.
Well, he wasn't great bowling. He gave him 3 in the slot in a row. Eventually, Bevan gets him away beautifully, straight down the ground. Just a bit too much width from McMillan, getting on off stump rather than middle off. And Bevan just eased it down the ground nicely.
Good shot, beautiful shot. He's in great form. It's running away down towards the extra cover boundary. They'll come back for 3. This is tremendous cricket. 4 off the over, 3 for 55. He's cut it. Into the gap. Interesting, they've got a man close on the offside. Silly point, trying to put a bit of extra pressure on Bevan. That's well played. He's flayed that one through the offside field, and that should run down to the fence for 4. It's a pretty slow outfield this evening. It was wide, not a very good ball from Donald from around the wicket. And Bevan getting it away.
Well, he's angry about this, Alan Donald, because he's let Michael Bevan off the hook. He's gone round the wicket, and the line is just too wide. In fact, if Bevan hadn't have played a shot, he probably would have got a bonus run anyway. That's how wide it was. In fact, he would have.
Ah, well. What about that? What a superb catch. He had to make ground to it. It wasn't just one of those where you can throw yourself and it may stick or it may not. He made half a pace and hurled himself away to the right.
Well, Michael Bevan has been caught in that area a number of times, but quite often the ball is just looping to the gully. On that occasion it was really flying. Brilliant catch by Jonty Rhodes. And Australia are 4 for 79.
There's just a little bit of a problem floating around out there now.
But it was the fieldsman who really helped him out most of all. A brilliant diving effort there from Jonty Rhodes. Michael Bevan tends to slice the ball in that area. You see there the blade is just slightly open. Brilliant catch.
Take the single there to get Gilchrist off the mark, and it's 4 for 80. Rows back, 25 rows back, possibly more.
Well, they're having trouble getting the ball back at the moment. We talk about Adam Gilchrist being a clean hitter, but nobody has hit bigger sixes this season than Mark Waugh. We've seen one in Perth that landed on top of the Lily Marsh stand, and I'll tell you what, that one would have been pretty close to the same sort of distance. Maybe not quite as high, but it's not far off it. That's a huge hit.
Well saved. Brilliant stroke. Beautifully played. That wasn't all that short. And Gilchrist has just leaned on it. Hit it away behind him. 4 for 93. That's the one that got through his defence the other evening. One that just drifts a fraction, drops and then gets between bat and pad. Got him! Sean Pollock has pulled one down. It didn't look as though he picked it up in the crowd background for a moment. But Pat Simcox can hardly believe his luck, I would think. Nor can Mark Waugh, that one of the, I won't say one of the worst balls Simcox has bowled, but one of the loosest deliveries he's had in this spell has brought a wicket. Top edge to backward point.
Well, he's had the wood on Mark Waugh in recent times, and he got a lot of help there from Sean Pollock. He's taken a good one. He was at full stretch, and that's the wicket that South Africa wanted. That evens the match up a bit at 5 for 97.
Now we've got a game on our hands. Tom Moody is out there. 5 for 97. Gilchrist is on 9.
A little bit of overspin on that one, caused it to bounce just a touch. What a good catch there by Sean Pollock. Bring him back in the winter and let him haul the big leather ball in. He'll be assistance to a few Australian rules teams taking marks like that.
Oh yes, that's got to be out. That's as plumb as anything you've seen. It's beautifully bowled. A much quicker delivery. The ball before was flighted and Moody was starting to come forward and then had to go back. Now with that one, it's a much faster delivery. Just did a little bit and beat Moody for pace and spin and whatever else you like.
Yes, just turn enough to beat the bat, and umpire Parker had absolutely no hesitation. The talkative tweaker, he's done it again. Moody has gone for a duck. And the 6th Australian wicket is down with just 97 on the board.
Splendid cricket going on here. At the moment it's mainly from South Africa, although there's been some from the Australians as well. Simcox now 2 for 14 in 6 overs. Ian Harvey is the new batsman.
Oops, where's that? Off the glove or the arm? We'll wait for the call. he's given it a run, so it must have been the glove or the hand. Nervous start there by Ian Harvey. Nice fight, brings up the 100 for 6. This is beautiful bowling.
Good flight here as Harvey can't get to it, so he's effectively sweeping on the up. That's glove all right, no doubt about it. And very lucky.
That's close, that's got to be close. He's given him, yes. That did look out. That looked plumb. McMillan struck again, and Australia are sliding down the well very quickly. Beautiful bowling.
Well, the hunch has worked if it was one. He's got a confident mood about his bowling now, Brian McMillan, and that augurs well for the rest of the summer. Not just tonight. This is straight. It beats him for pace. He's trying to play across the line of the ball rather than straight back down the wicket. And umpire Darryl Harper says that's good enough for me. Ian Harvey wasn't exactly sprinting off, but not many do when they're given out. 7 for 100.
Don't be confused because Paul Rifle has a runner. It's Ricky Ponting. Rifle left the field for the last 5 overs when the Australians were in the field. He's been the informed batsman in the test matches, but 7 for 100. The South Africans with their tails up. They're getting it right. They're bowling straight. They're not giving the batsman too much width. Simcox has tied up one end and picked up 2 valuable wickets. And all in all, it's been a very good performance by the South Africans because 171 is not a big target, even with a slow outfield.
There's been a big change in moods. There's a change in the mood since Mark Waugh got out on the middle in the South African camp. And there's a change over the fence in the crowd as well since he got out. That's why there's